that was some pretty neat arm movement. Now let's go inside and see exactly how I accomplished that. I've got these extensions on the Waldo arm so it's further in, which makes it nice and easy to get into. I was originally worried because in previous tests these extensions kept bowing and buckling, but that's just because of I had the plastic cover on the mech, so that was holding it down. Because I put it on super tight so it doesn't blow away and get snow all in here. I rerouted the bungees in a different way. I put them further back in on the back side of the shoulder hinge, because before they were trying to pull the arm actually inwards towards the cockpit and the pilot. And that wasn't taking advantage of the full power of these bungee cords and lifting. But now, since they're rooted from the arm, well, shoulder deltoid area, around the back, it provides more force in a sort of outwards motion. So, you can see how easy that lifts through that's my hand. The thing I'm a little concerned about is that the distance between the sort of bicep cradle and the elbow is a little too short. And because how you pretty much move the arm when you're in the position, it's like this, where your elbow's actually, well, your forearm is sort of up against this. So, you can see that. It's just you gotta kind of finagle where you put this bicep thing, it's gotta be pretty much up in your armpit. Otherwise, you can't really get a good amount of leverage to swing the arm out. And this arm is a little looser than it should be, because this bolt is too long. You can see how long that is, and the problem is the thread only goes to about a little bit where it disappears into this first PVC. So I'm going to have to get a shorter one. But that doesn't really interfere with the function at all, just makes it a little more floaty than usual. I'm thinking also maybe I'd put a bungee cord somehow. That makes it easier to lift this Waldo forwards. So it would swing up, maybe a bungee from like here to there, but I could also remedy that by just working out in the mech. You know, make it part of an exercise routine to swing the arms back and forth. I also had to reinforce these elbow a bit, because these elbows kept cracking and breaking off, and this piece actually isn't glued in because there is a bit of a flexing going on, and if it didn't wobble around at least a little bit, it would actually break the elbow and cause even more problems. So I've got two sort of diagonal struts. Well, actually a strut on my strut, so it's a strut. Got one going down here that keeps it from sagging down too much, and then this strut right here, which keeps this anchor piece from swinging outwards too much. And I've almost got it the same on this arm. It's just you can see this arm's angled a little too far in, so I just have to reroute these bungees so it goes sort of in this little hole right here instead of right here. So loop around here, then go all the way back onto that arm that I have in the shoulder that actually goes down almost all the way to the bottom. And that sort of gives more of a lifting force lower down, providing more leverage and making it easier to pull up. And for some reason, I'm not getting the problem with the outwards arm motion on this Waldo arm. I have no idea why. It's probably just, you know, I'm doing this on the fly from the seat of my pants, so the engineering isn't exactly precise, except when it comes to 3D printing. So, I've also got to figure out how to mount this head controller. So maybe up here or something. But that is for another time, I suppose. The reason you can't see Marduk in all of his metallic glory is, well, it's been snowing and rainy and kind of miserable weather-wise. I mean, it's actually sort of raining right now. So I don't want to get a bunch of like snow and water on him, then freeze and have to chip it off, because that would be very annoying. But, you know, at least he looks intimidating, sitting in the driveway. So, if you enjoyed this little video, be sure to like and subscribe. Then I will see you next time. Bye-bye.